up, people? I'm Austin McNorton, and this is the Cardinal Mashup, a new radio show coming to you every week on our video production channel. Well, you might be wondering and asking yourself, who the heck am I? And why am I even talking to you? Well, like I said, I'm Austin McNorton. I'm a senior at Eudora High School, and I'm going to be talking Cardinal sports, period. Every week, we're going to be bringing you highlights from the previous week and getting you caught up on what's happening this week. From coach and player interviews to game breakdowns, nothing here is off limits on Cardinal Mashup. There will be 3 segments. That is the Cardinal Catch-Up, a feature on one of the sports teams here at Eudora High School, and finally, the questionable call of the week. So let's jump right on into the Cardinal Catch-Up. Last Friday night, the Eudora Cardinals football team took on a tough Lewisburg Wildcats team here in Eudora District Stadium. The Eudora Cardinals were not able to pull out a victory, losing to the Wildcats 50-42 in what was a very intense game. Now, in previous seasons and in this season, the Eudora Cardinals have been haunted with injuries at the quarterback position. First off, losing Andrew Ballack his senior year, losing Grant Elson last year, and then this year losing Griffin Katzenmeyer. Wow. I mean, honestly, how unlucky can you get with that? 3 quarterbacks that are key to a football team all getting injured. Well, this year the Eudora Cardinals have replaced that position with Grant Elson, so that's good to get a quarterback that has had some experience, being last year, him being the quarterback. So we'll see how that goes for him the rest of the season. I feel bad for Griffin Katzenmeyer, his senior year, not being able to play, but that's just how unlucky it can be sometimes. So this Eudora Cardinals team will be headed to Pale on Friday night, where in their first road game, they will be looking for their first win after losing to the Barnum Springs Braves and, of course, last week, the Wildcats. Next up is volleyball. Last week, the Eudora Cardinals traveled to Ottawa, where they were able to pull out a tough win in a tough environment for sure. Note that all 3 of the Eudora Cardinals volleyball team, freshman, JV, and varsity, all at 500 and above. Now, I don't care what sport you're playing. That's tough to do right there, and I'm impressed for the Eudora Cardinals volleyball team to see that. Now, there are, for sure, a lot of seniors on this volleyball team. This is Coach Jeremy Gish's first 4 years with a team as a head coach here in Eudora, so he's known these girls for a while now, so they should have a lot of fun in their senior season. Moving on now to cross country, the Eudora Cardinals cross country team headed to the state meet, where in Wamego, that's where they hold the state meet at. Now, this was just a regular cross country meet. There were a lot of teams there, a lot of tough competition. It was cold, very windy, as talking to some of the competitors. Jack Gersman, senior, placed 28th, and Jace McQueen placing 38th. So overall, very good job there by the Eudora cross country team. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do this season. They've been very successful in the past. And finally, the Eudora Cardinals soccer team got a win last night against the Baldwin Bulldogs by a score of 2-0. Now, the Eudora Cardinals team has been struggling in previous years, but last night they got a win, and I believe it is due to coaching. Now, the coach this year is brand new, coming from DeSoto, and he's added a lot to this Eudora Cardinals soccer team. So, coming up this week, the Eudora volleyball team will be competing Thursday in Pomona, Kansas, in a try kind of deal against the Wellsville Eagles and the West Franklin Falcons. Also on Thursday, the Eudora cross country team will be headed to Wellsville for a meet there. Now let's move right on in to our featured sports team, the Eudora Cardinals soccer team with Justin Tumberlin. With Justin Tumberlin, senior leader for the Eudora Cardinals soccer team, who got a win last night against the Baldwin Bulldogs. Justin, give me your overall reaction from the game.
I was really excited that we finally got a few goals and finally got our first win of the season.
How does a win like this boost your confidence for the rest of the season?
I feel like since we knocked the door down, we're just going to keep on rolling and getting wins.
How does a new coach help you guys this season? Has he been helping you practice? Have you feel like you're getting better than previous years?
He's been tremendous. He really knows the game, and he just helps us. He helps us improve on individual skills and skills as a team.
What are some things you guys think that you need to work on or that you're so far doing a really good job of compared to previous seasons?
So far, I think we're moving the ball a lot more, and we are getting it to each other's feet a lot more. But there are a few things we still need to work on, such as the through balls and stuff like that.
So give me a rundown of how it went last night. How did you guys score? How did you get this win against a tough Baldwin Bulldogs team?
Last night, we got our first goal in the first half, actually going against the wind, and we got it off of a corner kick. Jake was in the right place at the right time and just put it in the net. And the second goal was just pretty cool.
Do you guys like playing at home in front of your home crowd? What's that bring? What kind of advantage does that give you guys?
A crowd really does help. It adds this atmosphere that we really like, and we really appreciate the people that come out to our games, and we hope that we can keep winning for you guys.
Well, I appreciate you coming here today, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, so now we're going to move on into our final segment, which is the questionable call. Now, unless you've been living under a rock, I'm sure you heard that the NFL started this weekend. A lot of great games from what I saw. But one game in particular I would like to talk about is the Sunday night game on NBC featuring the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Now, here's the situation in case you missed this game. The Giants had the lead throughout the whole game. A lot of turnovers put on by the Dallas Cowboys. But here's the call that I was questioning. So, the Giants have the ball, 3rd and goal on the 1-yard line. Now, they're trying to run out the clock they have 1:40 left on the clock, and they're just trying to run it out. So the Cowboys have the least chance of possible as trying to come back and win this game. So, the play call comes in, and it's a pass. It's a pass, and it results in an incompletion. Now, this completely stops the clock, kills their drive, and they have to kick a field goal. So that puts them up 26-20 with 1:30 remaining in the game. I don't understand this play call, and it resulted in the Cowboys being able to get the ball back, drive down the field in under 1:30, and score the game-winning touchdown to Jason Witten. And I know that Tom Coughlin is such a great coach. He's been in the league many, many years. I don't understand why you would make this call. Just run the ball. Even if Eli Manning takes a sack there, it's a good thing because then the clock will run down, and that gives the Cowboys at least under a minute to be able to have to try and win this game. So overall, I don't understand what happened there with that decision making. It kind of reminded me of what happened last year in the Super Bowl with the Seahawks and the Patriots, where they decided to throw the ball, which resulted, as we all know, in an interception, whereas they could have ran the ball and potentially won that game. So, overall, I'm not sure what happened with that game, but I'm going to be honest here. I'm happy with the result, with me being a huge Cowboys fan that I am. So, overall, that's my questionable call for the week. I would like to thank all you viewers for joining in here on the first ever Cardinal Mashup. I'm Austin McNorton, your voice of the Cardinals. Thank you, and as always, go Cardinals.